Right everyone, my latest daft purchase is this big old Titan. A Honda st1100. 1991, this one is officially the first bike I've got that's older than me. The obvious damage is this mirror, which looks like it might have been old damage. But I think the only one really to address could be this. That's a perfectly clean cut. So I think if I address that, there's a good chance it might be an instant runner. It does still have a valid MOT on it. We've got any goodies left in these? No. And it also has a key and a USB charger. The big question with this is, do I sell it or do I look at touring Scotland with it? But you know, who gives the fork? That's impressive. That's going to be listed somewhere. What else looks like it's wrong with it? Bit of damage on the panels down here. Wonder what's in all the back boxes. Oh, exciting. Oh! Boo! Boo! Other than that, another cracked fairing there. Well, that, I'd say it's pretty much bob on. So I'm literally going to get instantly in there with this. See if I can connect it all up loosely. And if it starts and runs, I am going to straight away get them properly soldered, get the logbook applied for, and get it sold. I can tell you this was stolen because the steering lock is on, won't come off, but obviously it's not actually on. So whoever tried to nick it, or successfully nicked it, has obviously broken the steering lock as well. If you can see in there, you can see the steering, the ignition has actually been snapped. So that's going to have to get replaced as part of this job. There's not an immobiliser or anything like that on this model, so I won't have to change anything within the ECU. So just to give you a little update, I'm not going to video all this bit, but all I'm going to do is strip these back, put some temporary connectors over the top, rewire them all, and see what I get when. And I will also check and see which one I need to connect to try and get some form of ignition. Interestingly, I've just had a quick look at this and at the wiring diagram. None of these match any of the ignition wires in the wiring diagram, so I think maybe whoever's tried to steal it has done this and looked for the cables to sort of hot wire it, I suppose, and obviously not been successful because these aren't the right wires. So I'm going to resplice these, find the connector for the ignition, and I'll just put a bridge wire in and see if it will in fact start. Would explain why the battery was still full voltage as well, because that was a bit odd to me. I've taken the seat off, which was this key here. I've taken this side panel off, this pannier, tub, box, whatever off, which is this clip down here, and this off, just so I can get the battery charging ready. So, I know George is going to tell me off. He's the man that, for some strange reason, I'll edit these videos. I got carried away. I've taken a lot off. I've taken the tank off. I've taken the panel off on that side. I've dropped the ignition out, all because I just want the fucker to run. So I'm going to dismantle the ignition, see if there's any power going to anything, and see if it'll run. And hope that George doesn't insult me too much in the editing process.
Don't want to talk to you no more, you empty-headed animal food trough whopper.
But right now, I'm going to take the back off that. Alright, I'm just going to try it now. I'm going to bridge these two here. And then I'm going to rest you somewhere. Try and run it. Just see what happens, really. Well, it turns over. Got a choke on. And it runs. So basically where we're up to with this bike right now, we know it runs, which is absolutely bob on. There was no oil in it, which I thought was a bit odd, so we're going to get some oil for it. I'm going to go back to the unit when I next get a chance, and I am going to reconnect them wires properly. I think I might take you through what each wire is as well, if I can find the wiring diagram. And obviously I have ordered the ignition module now, so once that's in, hopefully there's a way that I can swap barrels across between the units so it can still only be the same key. Worst case scenario is going to have two different keys, one for the ignition, one for the panniers. The back box as well doesn't open, so I'm hoping I can still drill that out and maybe just put a new lock in there, which is also quite an easy win. So that's where we're up to. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoy it.